Hello everyone, I'm over here at the Paint Center today to talk about getting our supplies for when you are working on painting. There is a new chart over in the Paint Center and it lists what materials you need to get over to your table. Just like before, you're responsible for getting all of the materials out and all the materials back neatly. So you will need a smock to paint. You'll need a placemat, which are located, if I spin you, placemats are located down here, okay? They go underneath your paper, okay? It also helps give your art a little more stability when it goes on our drying rack. So, smock, placemat, paint, water, brushes, things like that. So, water cups are here. Just a reminder, half full with the water, please. We don't need any of the water overflowing and getting onto the floor. So half full. You will most likely have to share a water cup with a neighbor, so please be respectful. For paint, depends on the project that we're working on. If you're using Tempera cakes, which is the more simple, easier to use paint, they're going to be located down here. So there is square Tempera cakes. These ones I personally like better because I think the pigments are brighter. So if you're looking for a quick paint you can use that gives you a big punch of color, easy to clean up, these are really, really awesome. And you can mix and blend and they make some beautiful colors. The other Tempera cakes are these circle ones. These are also available, like if the others run out, feel free to use these. On the other shelf, the new shelf behind me, we have watercolor sets. So if you want to paint with watercolor, you can use that. And we do have the liquid bottles of paint. So here's what I'm gonna say. If you're going to use these for a project, you are responsible for getting the paint out, pouring it, cleaning it up, putting everything away. So it's a little bit more work on your part, but you can get some really, really beautiful colors. The top shelf is acrylic paint. The acrylic paint is for 5th grade only. And the reason why is because acrylic paint does not wash out. If it gets on your clothing at all, it will stain. Even if you try to get it out when it's wet, it's still really hard to get out. Okay, most of my paint clothes end up being stained because of acrylic paint. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, if you want to, you can use the Tempera paint. All right, so everybody in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade can use Tempera. Only 5th grade could use the top shelf acrylic. If you're going to use some of those liquid paints, what you want to do is you get one of these little trays from our painting cart. Now, the wells don't look very deep, but actually it's going to be a lot of paint. So keep in mind, you're only going to have, 35, maybe 40 minutes if you hustle to paint, and that's not a lot of time. So you only take what you need for that day. If you're only going to be able to get the background in, just take those colors. All right, really, really plan. A lot of kids, sometimes they just want to fill all of these up. They want to get every single color I have, and that's just not necessary, okay? Remember, you can mix colors too. So if you're in a rush, just grab the primaries and some white and some black and go ahead and mix. So when we pour in here, they all have a little squeezy top. You pour, don't fill the entire well, okay? It should not be overflowing. It shouldn't even need to go all the way up. So you'll paint, whatever is left in the tray at cleanup time must be taken back to the sink, rinsed, dried, and then a clean palette is put back on the card. Like I said, it's a little bit of extra work on your part, but we're getting to use a cool material, so it's a good trade-off. Make sure your brushes are clean. Here's my trick for brushes. Swirling them in the water cup does not really get the paint off. So what I want you to do this year is run the brushes under the sink and kind of bend the brushes or flick them a little bit, wipe them a little bit underneath the sink water. It will get the extra paint off, and make sure bristles go up when you put them back in their containers. If they go upside down, the bristles tend to dry bent like this, and then those brushes have to be thrown away. So that's like throwing dollars down the drain, all right? We want to respect our materials so that we can keep the paint center open and so that we'll be a choice for you guys more often, all right? Good luck. Thanks so much.